Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. It falls incomplete. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now Elway on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On second down, Elway. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, Elway. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, Elway. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting through. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Derek Brooks diagnosed that play so well, just like he did back in the day. Over 1,700 career tackles en route to being a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
Heck of a guy off the field as well, winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year award in 2000. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They'll indeed go for it with Elway. Flushed out right. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Morton Anderson for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that will tie us at 3-3.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. He knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
On 1st and 10, Elway. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Elway. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Gone!
Elway. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Gone!
On 1st down, Elway. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read a few stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for intercepts returned for touchdowns with 12 in his career. So why do you throw it in his area?
They're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. Did get the pick, though. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Gone!
Now Elway on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Anderson's kick is good. Time. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And how much fun is it to watch Howie Long play defense? He spent his entire Hall of Fame career with the Raiders, initially playing for Coach Madden, and won a Super Bowl ring with the Raiders as well.
That's Super Bowl 18 over the Redskins, and I think Coach Madden was actually in the booth for that broadcast. And that was, what, 1984?
It certainly was. Big victory for the Raiders, gaining another Super Bowl title.
Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, Barney! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! Now let's go!
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, Williams. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run it again with Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The busy night continues for Williams. Stiff-armed him. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a carry for Allen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Randy Moss, 28 yards. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action, it's Elway. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Graham. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark, because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross, because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Out of the gun, Elway. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here we go. It's Elway on 4th down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Elway to throw on 2nd. And Graham's got it, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive helmet.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Man open, Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Jerry Rice open right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Leopard!
They'll run it with Williams. Uses the spin. Shifts by at the 15. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going